Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today is Friday, April 10th, and this is the beginnings of my bi-weekly grocery haul video. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome here. My name is Janice. I live and work in Manitoba, Canada. I work at a Canadian grocery store chain called Sobeys, and I do some of my shopping there, partly because we have a small employee discount, but also the main reason I like to shop there is because of the points program. Sobeys and Safeway are Scene Plus sponsors, meaning you can earn and redeem Scene Plus points in store. And then my small employee discount, which is 10% off my first $150 spent every week, is it's a small little discount, but that combined with the Scene Plus points that I earn make it the reason why I do some of my shopping there. And the rest of my shopping, for the most part, I usually do at Real Canadian Superstore because of the PC Optimum points. So this first portion of the video is going to be what I bought at Sobeys. That was yesterday, which was Thursday, April 9th. Right now, there is a Kraft promo going on. This happens a few times a year. And basically, if you buy $20 worth of participating products, you'll receive 1,000 Scene Plus points, which equates to $10 in points. Or if you buy $40 in participating products, you will earn $20 in points. I believe that's how it goes. I think it was 1,000 points if you buy $20 or 25. I can't recall off the top of my head. Let me just double check the information and make sure I'm giving you the right info here. Okay, I was close, but not quite. If you spend $25 on participating products, you earn 1,000 Scene Plus points, which is $10 in points. Or if you spend $40, then you'll receive $20 in points. So 1,000 points, which is $10 if you spend 25, or $20 in points if you spend 40. So I went through the list of the participating products and decided to try and go for the $40. Now, I also had to make sure I had to be a little bit above the $40 to make sure I got this, because I do have that 10% off. So if I just go and buy $40 worth of stuff and I'm checking out, the minute I scan my Scene card, that discount is going to put me under the $40, and then I would not get those bonus points. So I had to be more like around the $44, $45 mark to be on the safe side, so that when they took the 10% off, I would still be above the $40 mark. And of course, that's before taxes as well. So I have to factor all these things in. So here is what I ended up picking up. It's nice if you're able to buy things that are participating products. It's fine to buy them at regular price, but it really makes a good deal even better if you can buy if some of the items that are participating products are on sale. And that's what happened with these classical pasta sauces. They are on sale right now. They are $2.97 each. I was looking through my pantry, like my food storage in the basement, and I'm down to 2 jars of pasta sauce down there. And I haven't really been buying any more for a while lately, because I thought, well, one of these days I'm going to have time and energy and I'll start a crock pot full of homemade pasta sauce. And I do still intend to do that. But that's what I've been thinking for a while. And meanwhile, my stockpile has dwindled down to 2, plus one jar of Alfredo sauce that I bought recently. But as far as tomato-based pasta sauce, my stash has dwindled down to 2. So knowing that the Kraft promo was on and knowing that these products are on sale, $2.97, and that's before my staff discount, so take another 30 cents off per jar, I thought this is the time to stock up. So I bought 5. I got 2 that are tomato basil, and 2 that are fire roasted tomato and garlic, and 1 for cheese. So I did that. And then I bought some salad dressings. So Kraft salad dressings are also part of the promo. These are on for $3 each. I bought a creamy cucumber one. That is just a family favorite. At least for me it is anyway. It's a throwback to something that my mom always used to like. That's a dressing she always had in the house when I was growing up. And I bought a jar of Russian because I have a recipe a friend gave me for, that's called Russian chicken. I need to make that sometime soon. And the other 4 are more oil-based, and I can use these as salad dressings, but I also use them as marinades, whether for chicken breasts, pork chops, or whatever. And in fact, I have some pork chops I thawed out yesterday, and I'm going to put them in a marinade today in the fridge to cook later. So I got 2 jars of Zesty Italian and 2 of the sun-dried tomato. And these are all on sale for $3 each. So again, they're part of the promo, but they're on sale. So $3 each, and that's before my 10% off, so bringing them down to $2.70 each. Now, I did buy a jar or bottle of Miracle Whip a while back, but I also like to have just regular mayonnaise on hand. Miracle Whip is good in some things, like in tuna salad or whatever. It's got that tang, it's got that little zip. But mayo, just plain mayo, is good on burgers or in potato salad or whatever, where you don't want that sweet, tangy taste. So I don't have any mayo in the house, so I bought a bottle of this. Normally I would buy Hellmann's mayonnaise, but that is not part of the promo, but the Kraft mayonnaise is part of it because it's a Kraft promo. So I'm trying to find, it was $5.99 for this bottle here. It's a squeeze bottle. And then as part of the promo as well, I bought 2 of these specialty mayonnaises, I guess, 2 of these specialty sandwich mayonnaises. And they're $4.49, but if you bought 2, it brings the price down to $3.99 each. And again, my 10% is applied after that. So I figured that my husband would really like the burger mayonnaise. I might too. I haven't tried it, but we're in almost at middle of April. Hopefully spring is finally here or starting to come. So, we should be getting into barbecue season, I would imagine, in a month or so. Or actually, you could probably barbecue anytime you want. So why not have some burger mayonnaise on hand? And this pickle mayonnaise is quite good. If you like pickles like I do, that could also go on burgers too, but just on a regular sandwich every day. If you like pickles like I do, I think that's a good choice. So that is what I picked up, and I managed to get the enough to make the points. So let me show you here. You can see at the very top it's showing the 2,000 points. So I earned that for the Kraft promo. And then I also, let me see here. It appears that I earned an extra 200 points. Not only were the specialty mails on sale for $3.99 each, you also got 200 points if you bought 2. So on top of the Kraft promo, I also earned a bonus 200 points for buying 2 of those little bottles of mayo over there. So then all the way down here, here's how it went down. My staff discount was $4.78. I still had a little bit left on a previous gift card. My total was $42.04. Now I'm going to get this to focus here. Come on. Does not want to focus. We're going to put this down because I only have one hand here. So let's see. $42.04. So I had a $10 gift card that I won in the staff grocery draw. So I used that. And if you saw from my video the other night, looks like there's some water on the counter. I got my receipt a little wet. I had 95 cents left on a previous gift card, so I used that first. And then I had the $10 gift card I won in the staff grocery draw, so I used that as well. So then, after applying the 2 gift cards, I was only out of pocket $31.09. $31.09 for 5 jars of pasta sauce, 6 salad dressings, a big thing of mayo, and 2 smaller specialty mayos, I think is not bad at all. $31.09 out of pocket for all of that. Now, I earned 2,200 Scene Plus points, as I said. So I got the 2,000 points for the Kraft promo and the other 200 points for the 2 specialty mayos. Going into this, I had 10,949 Scene Plus points, not including the 2,200 that I earned. So I basically earned $22 back in points. And if I were to check my Scene app today, it should show that those points will have hit my account by now because they take 24 to 48 hours. So I was sitting at 10,949 points going in, which was just 51 points off of $110. And the 2,200, that's $22. So I should be sitting, at 12. I think if I'm doing the math off the top of my head, I should be sitting at just over $130 in points because 2,000, that's 12,949 and another 200. Yeah, it'd be 13,149 if my math is correct. So I should either by today, if I check my app right now, or tomorrow, should be sitting at $130 of Scene Plus points. But just for this, I earned $22 back right there. Okay, so that's it for right now. Stay tuned for the rest of the video, most of which will likely be from Superstore. So stay tuned. Okay, so today is Monday, April 13th, and I just wanted to show you a couple of things I picked up at Sobeys last night after my shift at work. I needed some bread in the house. My husband likes to have rye bread on hand for his sandwiches or his toast or whatever, and we do have some rye bread on for $2.99 right now, and I called him to say, hey, it is on sale, would you like some? And he said, no, I've got some in the freezer and in the bread box, so I'm good. But I tend to like the white bread for sandwich meat. So this is 2 loaves of the Compliments brand, which is store brand white bread, $2.49 each, and then 10% off of that for my staff discount. But the reason I bought 2 is one for the freezer, one for the bread box behind me here, or in front of me here. And if you buy 2, you get 50 Scene Plus points. And then celery was on for $2.99. I was going to get it when I go to Superstore probably tomorrow, but I looked at the PC Express shopping app, and at Superstore celery is $4.99, so it's actually cheaper at Sobeys right now. So I bought one paper bag to carry everything. Here's the 2 loaves of bread at $2.49 each, and the 50 points, and the celery is $2.99. Staff discount 82 cents. And going into this, I had a balance of 13,149 Scene Plus points. I earned the 50 points on the bread, so I'm at 13,199 points now. So $130 of Scene Plus points is where I sit as of today, Monday, April 13th. Today is now Tuesday, April 14th, and today I did a grocery shop at Real Canadian Superstore to finish off my bi-weekly grocery haul. So let me show you what I picked up today. I picked up a 4-liter of 1% milk. It was $5.94. I bought a container of cherry flavored yogurt. I'm not a really big yogurt fan in general, but I would use this in fruit smoothies. If I make some fruit smoothies in my in the Magic Bullet, I'll use some milk and some yogurt and some fruit and a bit of protein powder, and that makes a good smoothie. 2 bags of the mandarin oranges. They were $8.50 each. Not the world's best price, but we go through these a lot. My husband likes to take at least 1, maybe 2 in his work lunch every single day, and they're easy to peel. We really like them here. It's a good snack. Something good to have in our lunches. Cucumbers are on my points offers this week. The 3-pack of cucumbers were $2.82. That's the cheapest I've seen them in quite some time. So $2.82, limit of 1, because it's a decent price. So I grabbed 1 and got some points on those. And then I grabbed a 5-pound bag of ambrosia apples. They were $6.45. And bananas were, I think they want to say they're 89 cents a pound. They were $2.18 for those. And then some green leaf lettuce was $3.99. Some tomatoes, those were $7.02 for those 4 tomatoes. Red grapes, 2 bags of grapes were, oh, she weighed them together. She didn't do them separately. Okay, well, the total for the 2 bags were $14.39. And then I saw strawberries. These clamshells of strawberries were $5, and I thought this one didn't look too bad, so I grabbed one of those. A bag of sugar snap peas. I like to take these in my work lunches. This was $8.99. And then my usual go-to for sandwich meat for my lunches for work. The sub trio was $7. That is salami and bologna and smoked Black Forest ham. And then cooked ham and rotisserie style chicken for $3.75 each. Those are my usual go-tos for work and my lunches. To make sandwich with those. And on my offers this week, Centrum vitamins were on my offers, so I grabbed 1 at $14.51. I grabbed some more Imodium. That was how much was the Imodium? $27.99 for that. I'm trying to have some on hand in the medicine cabinet, but I'm also trying to send a sleeve to my husband to work for his locker, and maybe a sleeve of them in my daughter's locker at her work, and maybe some in mine as well. So there's 24, so probably like 4 sleeves of 6. So that's, his work, my locker, her locker, and some for the medicine chest. Just trying to stay stocked up on that. And then my daughter needed a new lock for work, so I picked that up for her. That was $7.44. So apparently I had a continuity spend offer on produce, that if you spent $50 in produce, you would earn a bonus 8,000 points. I wasn't actually trying actively to do that. I just knew I needed to get fruits and vegetables. So apparently I managed to achieve $50 in produce. So I did get the 8,000 points on that. And then I got 200 points on bananas. They were on my offers this week. And 200 points on cucumbers. And I had a points offer for the Centrum vitamins and earned 1,200 points there. So my total after tax was $147.29. I earned 9,600 points, leaving me the closing balance of 99,165 points. So I'm at $99 in PC Optimum points, but you can only redeem in increments of $10. So basically I have $90 at my disposal right now. I earned like $9.60 back today on this purchase, which is pretty good. I feel like that was good. And then just prior to going in there, I had also spent $20 at the gas bar, putting $20 gas in my tanks. So I forget how many points that gave me, like 400 and something, but that was before this. So the 99,165 is including whatever I earned at the gas bar plus the 9,600 that I earned in store today. So that is what I picked up at Superstore. The very last clip that you'll see in this video is going to be some stuff I picked up at Sobeys last night. They are non-food items. They're Easter clearance. Not candy, but decor, basically. So I will show you that in a little bit, and then I will finally wrap this video up. So stay tuned for the very last portion. Alrighty, so today is now Friday, April 17th. And I know at the end of my last clip, I said I was going to show you some other things that I picked up at Sobeys that were not grocery, but just that I wanted to show you. And I'm still going to do that, but I wanted to get this done first. These are items that I picked up on Wednesday, April 15th at Giant Tiger. Now, that's not a store I go into all the time, but every once in a while I do. And yeah, I kind of went in there for a couple of grocery items. I went in there because the potato chips were on sale, and I have today off. So I thought, well, you know what? It's Wednesday night. I know I'm going to be having Friday off. And it's not supposed to be great weather on Friday. I won't want to leave the house. So maybe I should have some snack food in the house. So let's go get some chips. And I took a look on the Flip app, which is spelled F-L-I-P-P. And that is an app where you can look up sales on various items in your area using your postal code. So you can look up Doritos or just simply potato chips by name. It doesn't have to be no-name potato chips at Superstore. It doesn't have to be Old Dutch. It doesn't have to be Lay's. Just potato chips. And it came up that the bags or the boxes of Old Dutch potato chips were $2.88. Now, the boxes are simply 2 packs of smaller bags. Well, 2 packs of bags that are the equivalent, I believe, because I did look at them, I believe these bags are, what size are they? Oh, they are 220 grams. I think the boxes are the same. They just have 2 boxes per bag that are 110 grams each, if I'm remembering correctly. And that was Wednesday night, and the sale was ending that night. So I wanted to go in and get some while they were still on sale. So I grabbed a bag of the lightly salted Ripple chips. That was $2.88. And then the barbecue and the dill pickle. That was the main reason I went in, was to get some snack items, knowing that I was going to have, well, the next 2 days off, but certainly today, and that the weather today wasn't supposed to be all that great. I just wanted to have some snacks in the house, or to take some in a Ziploc baggie in my lunch to work, like I say that I usually do. So anyway, that's why I went in there. But I ended up doing other things once I got in there too. Once I got in there, I found these guys. Now this combines 2 of my favorite things, flamingos and gnomes, and they were $10 each. So, I mean, even though today's Friday, and even though we had like some more snow and freezing rain this morning, spring is here on the calendar and summer is coming. So I'm already thinking like, oh, little things to decorate the yard, $10. I mean, I love flamingos. I love gnomes. I have a collection going, sort of little wind chimes. I can put that out on my deck somewhere once it's actually nice to do so. And I bought 2 because one of my friends, she is also a big gnome fan, and her birthday's coming up in May. So I grabbed that. Now, as I said today too, I think I mentioned that today, Friday, is my anniversary. And so I saw this card and I just thought it was cute. It's an anniversary card, and it was $5.79. I thought that was really cute. Sure, we could do like the mushy whatever kind of cards, but quite often we do kind of funny ones. It just sort of depends on the mood, and that's what struck me the other night. So, and then for an anniversary present for my husband, and this one pained me. As I've mentioned in videos before, like I live in Manitoba, Canada, but I grew up in Saskatchewan, which is one province west of Manitoba. And I'm a diehard Saskatchewan Roughriders fan. My husband is a Winnipeg Blue Bombers fan, and he's a Winnipeg Jets fan for hockey. That doesn't hurt me so much because I don't really have an NHL team that I love. I have a WHL team that I love because my hometown of Moose Jaw has a WHL team, but that's whatever. That doesn't bother me. But I'm a Saskatchewan Roughriders fan. The Blue Bombers and the Saskatchewan Roughriders have had a rivalry forever. And the Roughriders just won the Grey Cup last November for the first time in 12 years. And, you know, usually, yeah, it pains me buying something that is Blue Bombers, basically. But I bought it for our anniversary. We could use a couple of new oven mitts in particular, pot holders, whatever. And I thought, well, these were $20 each. And so I grabbed that for my husband and to use in our kitchen. And then the Jets one, again, doesn't really matter as much because I'm not fussy about NHL teams. But there we go, there's the Jets. And then this also combines 2 of my favorite things. I said that I love flamingos and gnomes, but I also love Highland cows. So I saw this little guy, and I thought this would be fun for the yard. I'm trying to find the price on that. That one was $24, so that was a little bit more. But it is also a little solar light as well. So that'll be kind of fun to put on the deck when the time comes. I don't really quite know why there's a gnome riding a Highland cow, and I don't know why it's a Viking gnome. I don't know, but it's cute nonetheless. So kind of maybe a strange combination, but I thought it was cute. I should not have gone in there. It was after work on Wednesday night. First of all, I was shopping hungry, so I bought the chips, which was fine. Like, that wasn't so bad. But I went completely off the rails because I bought, well, I guess I didn't do that bad. Like, the flamingo guy only one is for me, and this guy's for me. One of the flamingo guys is for my friend, and these are gifts for my husband. So I guess I didn't go completely off the rails, but still. And then finally, before I left, I saw a sale on Hamburger Helper. These are $1.97 at Giant Tiger, or they were at least up until Wednesday. Now I don't know if that's their regular everyday price at Giant Tiger, or if that was just a sale and now they're back to regular price. I don't know. But what I do know is at Sobeys, these are almost $4 a piece. And even at Superstore, I've looked at them, and they are, I can't remember, but I want to say they're around the $3 range at Superstore as well. So I don't buy these very often. A few years ago, you could get them for $1.50 each, regular price anywhere. So I don't buy them often. But because they're on for $1.97, I bought a couple for the pantry, 2 cheeseburger macaroni, 1 beef noodle, and 1 lasagna. So that's, just a few more things to have in the pantry. I like to do a lot of cooking from scratch and stuff, but this is just an easy thing. Just in case we don't have anything else planned, you can quickly thaw out some ground beef, cook that up, add whatever other ingredients, whether it's milk or water, and there you go, you've got a meal. So just to have something quick on hand, just because, especially with me working evenings and stuff, sometimes it's nice to have something fast that you can get ready quickly. Anyway, so here's the breakdown of what I spent. There is no points program there at Giant Tiger, at least not that I'm aware of anyway. And I spent $118.12. I was not intending to do that. I was going in for a couple bags of potato chips and spent $118. It's amazing. Like, you go into the store for a couple things and look what happens. But 2 of these are anniversary gifts. 1 is a birthday gift. Couple things, couple little pretties for my yard, and a few grocery items. Not bad. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up shortly here. I'm going to show you the couple of things I grabbed at Sobeys, which was 2 or 3 nights ago now, and that won't take nearly long to film, I hope. I know I tend to chat and drag things out, but that part should not take long at all. So just bear with me for a minute, and we'll do that, and then we'll finally get this video wrapped up. Okay, so it is time to finally wrap this grocery haul video up, but first I want to show you a couple things I picked up at Sobeys on April 13th. That was Monday? Yeah, Monday after my shift at work. And again, these are not grocery items, so I don't know if they should really be included in a grocery haul or not, but I'm going to tag them on here anyway. I noticed serving customers, which is how I often find out about sales or things that we carry that I didn't realize. I was serving customers throughout the day and realized that some of our Easter stuff, especially most of the Easter candy is already long gone, but some of the decor stuff like the plates and napkins were on sale for half price. And then of course I get my staff discount over and above that. So I decided to grab some after work. I'm going to show you at the end here. I'm just now looking at my receipt and realized that there was 3 things here that did not come up as 50% off, and I did not catch that at the time. But those 3 things, you might be able to already identify them by sight here, are not specifically Easter. They are just spring. So maybe that's why. But I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Perhaps when I go into work tomorrow, I can take my receipt in and question it. But whatever, and again, Easter's long gone now for the season, but I'm going to save these for next year because they're half price. Most of these items, all but 3 were half price, and I have my 10% staff discount, so that's pretty good. So I got 3 packages of these napkins. I was sold some to a customer earlier that day, and I thought that pattern was really cute. And there are 16 in a package, so 3 packages of those. I just thought that little pattern was really cute. And then these paper plates to match, these little plates. I got 2 packages of those. I think I want to say are they 8 in a package of those? Yeah, 8. So there's 16 napkins in a package. So 2 packs of these are 16. So basically, 16 and 16. And then I still have the other 2 packages of napkins, but whichever, doesn't matter. I mean, I quite like them anyway. I just thought it was really cute with the little bunnies on them. So they were all these items were $3.70 or $3.49 regular price, with either $1.75 off or $1.74 off. And then I grabbed 2 packages of these larger plates that just say Happy Easter. These are also an 8 count. They're all the same price. And then 2 packages of these little guys here. They are 16 count, I guess. To me, they would probably go well with that, or any one of these for that matter. Or with this color of blue, it could even go with these ones with the tulips on them here. Now, this is the ones I figured out because everything else, as far as the paper plates, are 2 and 2. But there's a series of, there's 3 things in a row under the paper plates that say plate 7-inch. There's 3 in a row that have no discount on them. And the only one that I bought 3 of are these, of the tulips. So I'm thinking that because they are not particularly or specifically Easter, but maybe just spring, that could be why they were not coming up as discounted. Or, you know, maybe they weren't part of it. Either that, or it was just an error on the machine or on the scanner or whatever. And I was going through the self-checkout and I just didn't take note of it at the time. Otherwise, I could have asked a supervisor to have a look at it. And that could well be why. Even if I take this receipt in tomorrow, they could very well say, well, it's because they weren't Easter, but they were in the same cart as the Easter items. So whichever, not a big deal. But you can see here, most of these items are $3.49 with either $1.75 or $1.74 off. Here's the 3 in the middle that are just $3.49. And then the 4th one there that says $3.49, that has the discount. So now we're back into the ones that are actually Easter again. So most of these items were $3.49 with either $1.74 or $1.75 off. And then my staff discount was $4.19. And so I spent $24.62. There was no Scene Plus points earned on these, which is totally fine. Yeah, so $24.62 out of pocket for 3 16-packs of these large napkins, 2 8-packs of these plates, 3 8-packs of these plates, 2 8-packs of the bigger plates, and 2 more 16-packs of napkins right here, the smaller size of napkins. So I thought that was fine. I thought it was cute. I mean, obviously getting the discount on the other 3 plates would have been better. We'd have, you know, and I only just realized that now. But even if I go back and they don't fix that, that's fine. It's still not bad. I'll save these till next Easter. I was going to say next Christmas, but oh my goodness, I have Christmas on the brain. I guess because it's snowing out there again today. So that's what I picked up the other night. Not a grocery item, but I just thought I would tack it on just to finish this video off. So now that I've said that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so if you would like to. That helps my channel grow for every new subscriber that there is. And if you think you're subscribed, maybe just double check that you are, just in case, because sometimes people do find themselves inadvertently unsubscribed. It's just a YouTube glitch, I guess. I don't know. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Definitely leave a comment down below and give it a thumbs up if you did. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Hopefully there'll be another one coming out fairly soon. I don't get paid again for another week almost. So there'll probably be a grocery haul about a week or so from now. And I'm trying to work on a couple of other smaller, some other types of videos in the meantime. But I do work quite a bit, so it's kind of just whenever I have time to pick up the camera and film something. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you're enjoying spring-like weather, because we really aren't here. We had freezing rain early this morning, and now it's snowing. So we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.